In the small town of Millfield, Ohio, the Crestwood Hotel sits off Route 42, a faded three-story relic from the 70s with peeling paint and a neon sign that buzzes faintly in the night. It's the kind of place truckers and budget travelers crash for a night, not a destination. I'd been working the front desk for 6 months, third shift, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. The pay was lousy, but it was quiet, usually. The hotel has 50 rooms, most of them empty on weeknights. The manager, Dale, was a cheapskate who never fixed anything unless it was broken beyond use. Lights flickered in the halls, the ice machine groaned like it was dying, and the Wi-Fi barely reached past the lobby. But the guests didn't complain much. They were too tired, or too sketchy, to care. Last Tuesday started normal. I clocked in, brewed a pot of coffee, and flipped through my phone. Around 1 a.m., the lobby phone rang. That was odd. Most check-ins happened earlier. I picked up, and a woman's voice came through, soft but shaky. "I'm in room 314. There's someone outside my door." I frowned. "Ma'am, are you sure? I can check the cameras." "No, don't leave," she cut me off. "Just listen. I hear footsteps. They stop, then start again, like they're pacing." Room 314 was on the third floor, end of the hall. I glanced at the guest log. Only 5 rooms were occupied, and none were 314. Ma'am, are you sure you're in 314? I don't have you listed." She didn't answer. The line went dead. I figured it was a prank or a wrong number, but my gut twisted. The Crestwood had its stories. Every old hotel does. Guests sometimes said they heard whispers or saw shadows, but I chalked it up to fatigue or cheap whiskey. Still, I grabbed the master key and headed up. The elevator creaked to the third floor, and the hall was dim, half the bulbs burned out. The carpet smelled like mildew. I walked to 314, my sneakers silent against the worn fibers. No sound, no pacing, no nothing. Just the hum of the vending machine down the hall. I knocked. "Hello, this is staff? Everything okay?" I swiped the keycard and pushed the door open. The room was dark, the curtains drawn tight. I flipped the light switch. Nothing. Bulb must have been dead. My phone flashlight showed an empty bed, sheets crisp like no one had slept there. The air felt heavy, though, like someone had just left. I checked the bathroom, empty too. No guest, no bags, no sign of life. Back at the desk, I pulled up the security feed. The third-floor camera was grainy, but it showed the hall clear all night. No one had gone near 314. I rewound to when the call came in. 1:03 a.m. Still nothing. My skin prickled. Maybe she'd been in a different room and got the number wrong. I called back the number on the caller ID. It rang once, then a robotic voice. "This number is not in service."
Cannot be reached now.
The rest of the
Please hang up
shift
and try again
dragged.
later.
I kept checking the cameras, half expecting to see someone or something move. At 4 a.m., I heard it. A faint thud from upstairs. Then another, like footsteps, slow and deliberate. I told myself it was pipes or the building settling, but my hands shook as I gripped my coffee mug. When Dale came in at 7, I told him about the call. He laughed it off. 314's been empty for weeks. Phone lines glitch sometimes. Don't spook yourself, kid. I quit that day. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was waiting up there, pacing outside room 314. Last I heard, the new night clerk started complaining about footsteps too. They're still hiring,